And the idea that instead of standing there and teaching a cop when there's an unarmed person coming at him with a knife or something to shoot him in the leg instead of in the heart is a very different thing. There's a lot of different things that can change.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. He's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
In Delaware, the largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. I'm looking forward to this, man. You walk behind me in a debate. Come here, man. It's just, yeah. But you gotta, I mean, we gotta reassure, look, here, my message to everybody I talk to. My wife is a full-time teacher, taught all during when we were vice president. Hey, the idea that NATO, but if Donald Trump is reelected, I just spoke at Dartmouth on health care at the medical school, or not. I guess I wasn't actually on the campus, but the people from the medical school were at the. I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts. I'm not sure whether it was a medical school or where the hell I spoke, but it was on the campus. He's saying that it was my boss, it was his fault. And the reason is not just to help people who have or in fact are and likely to get Alzheimer's. Send a text to the word United to the number 30330 30330 or 303-330 or BOO. Wait. But you got it. It's on the back there.
And when they cut to the President of the United States.
We have to take care of the cure. That will make the problem worse no matter what. No matter what. There's an area where there's an important difference between the candidates. I'm running. This guy is moving to just foment hate. Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of $1.6 trillion worth, $1.4 trillion worth. Out of $1.4 billion. It's hard to even say it so much. Take billions of dollars to do it, and we can afford to do it. We can't afford not to do it. It's interesting. I just spoke to the International Society of Psychiatric, the International Organization of Psychiatrists. I forget the formal name of it. And first of all, he has to wait till the cases before anything happens. Look, the whole idea is he's got to get in place things that were shortages of. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay?